Hello my friends, it's episode 104. I have reviewed the battlefield. I actually found a few places where, or a few units I forgot to move north in the endless march towards the enemy. One thing that is kind of, I don't want to say it's depressing, but one issue is in these 15 rounds, there's no way for the AI to come back at all. It's just not going to happen. But conversely, there's also really nothing for me to do except, take Liege just for the sake of doing it, basically. That's it. That's the only reason why we're up here, right? Is to just do this encirclement for the sheer fun of it. There's no compelling reason for me to be up here, except because I can. And you may think, well, if you lose this, you lose like 20 points, right? But one, I don't need those 20 points. I got another 31 buffer, which is enormous. And two, the defensive front is crumbling for the AI now. I mean, there's almost nothing left of it. The defensive front looks like it may potentially become an offensive front very soon. So there's plenty of opportunities for towns in this area. As we discussed about 20 episodes ago, there are lots of 5-point towns and 2-point towns just floating around here. There's over 50 points in this crumple zone, if you will. And I don't think the AI has the numbers or the tools to really stop me if I really wanted to push north. And likewise, the AI's counterattack down here has been pretty much halted. There's no way they're breaking through here now. The only real risk of a breakthrough is here, because this position is just a field. It's not a great position to defend, which is why I actually had a lot of units there in the first place. Unfortunately, the anti-tank team that was here got killed. But even if they break through here, of course I have supply via this road, but I also have supply via this road. So a cut here does not necessarily result in any break in my supply chain, and I can continue to fight this push, doing, the damage I'm doing to it is immense. You know what, just for fun. Bombs away! There is no hope for the AI anywhere. It cannot. I could hit the end turn button for the next 15 turns and it would be a big question as to whether the AI, with me not fighting back at all, could find 50 points quickly enough for it to matter. But anyway, let us push on with our attack, because why not? And see what happens. Interestingly, I cannot see this unit. Let's go. I can't see it, but I don't care. Let's just kick the door in. This is a tank, so let's just roll in the tanks. This red thing is the fuel, by the way, so genuinely not a big deal. These guys have been chased twice now, so they're probably very close to just melting. If this is an open tile, actually, I might just spice them a little bit. Yeah, that was massive damage, because they've been pushed back so many times. They should be very close to surrender. And I will have gained another another 3 tiles in the right direction. Give it to him. Destroyed. Do I have any tanks or something that can push up here? We are bogging down a little bit here. Let's put this here just to block this. The heavy rain is what is slowing me here, by the way, in case you're wondering why my movement is so slow, and why it was so difficult to just kill a couple of guys with so much force. It's because it is raining very heavily. I got so many waffles up here as well, but many of them are not loaded. I can put this to the side, why not? That one is. Let's push up, it's fine. Units are low on fuel, but that's not a problem. Blue team is going to be here very shortly. Pink team is nearly in position. Yellow team is almost in position as well. And obviously once they're in position and not moving, they will no longer be a fuel burden. Could almost be tempted to buy a fuel card actually, but I can't buy fuel and supplies at the same time, but fuel is generally not the biggest issue. Let's go. These guys are completely surrounded, so... Yeah, no point in attacking. Can wait for them to suffer the indignities of being stuck for a few turns. Surrender! And can you blame them? Now, somewhere... Do you know what? I could scout this unit, but I'm not going to. I'm just gonna kick the door in. Because I can. Wow, I lost really badly, actually. 6 for like 16. That's heavy forest as well, isn't it? So I can't just drop... I can drop artillery there, but it's gonna be a struggle for it to do real damage. Can you reach that from there? No. That is not in range. Okay, I don't know where the units that were here went, but they seem to have left the area. Captured trucks, eh? Probably quicker to go this way. Often quicker to go on a major road. This is quite the little roadblock here. Okay, that's loaded, that's loaded, that's loaded. And so is that. Let's go. Yeah, that heavy forest sure does help. However, these two units are very weak. So, the main thrust of my push can probably get up here and just wreck its way through that position. We'll reconnect this Hetzer. To be fair, I'm not surprised that I got caught like this, because I've just been pushing forward relentlessly without really any consideration for safety. So, it's, you know, it's not a surprise, as it were. I should send a unit up here to cut this off if at all possible. Right, I already did this bit, or at least I did a few little bits. The heavy rain is gonna make it very difficult to go on the offensive. That was worth for me. Even units that look really exposed. You know, we're definitely getting exchanges here rather than punching down. Well, that definitely hurt. Let's go ahead and drop some rocks. Looks like the rain is not really saving them from artillery, though. Yeah, like, even there, where the enemy was extremely damaged and extremely weak, it still looked bad. Like, don't get me wrong, I won the trade, but it wasn't like, oh, I just, you know, walked in and smashed them. You can see outsized casualties, considering the defending forces are in a supremely bad way. Still, there are some opportunities here for some hits. Don't tell me they just abandoned this position completely. Surely not. Did they? I want to believe that the rain is just hiding the fact that there's two huge blobs there. Nice. Too many enemy units, they just surrendered. Okay, there's a unit right there. And I can't see what it is, so we'll just leave it. I'm pretty sure the rain is hiding the enemy from me here. This is what I get for lying when I was 17. Ah, this guy has got the extremely rare supplies card. Which is actually a bit of a savior here. Decided to move these units out a little bit. That's out of range. This is not. Bombs away. Annihilated. You could see the moments during that battle where the trucks were taking the hits, and then the trucks ran out and the infantry started dying. And it's like... that is definitely a thing that happens. Is that just 7 tanks? Oh man, most of these units are actually... they must either be tired or something. Nice. I will trade 7 infantry for 4 comets all day. Still, that is 8 units, so I actually won that. In a numbers way, I won that. But nevertheless, it would have been a good trade either way. Make it rain! Nice, 5 kills. I'll take it. This has become a bit of a murder hole here, because this is cliff side, so, and I've got a unit here, so they drop into this hole and they find themselves getting bashed. Man, that unit is still not recovered yet. It just goes to show how tired it was. Okay, alright. That's it for this turn, I think. I think I'm quite content with this position. Should I spread these units out? Give it to him! Wow, that was surprisingly weak. Okay, alright, I think that's, we're just blocking all the roads here. Seems reasonable. Build up this supply base to just support this area. Now, obviously, the giant dog pile is on its way. 1, 2, 3, let's say 4 at current speed, 4 turns before the giant dog pile gets into position. Or 4 daytime turns, I suppose, would be a better way of looking at it. There's a small group of units here that are just out in the open and completely exposed. If it wasn't for the rain, I think they would be dead. Because I would just drop artillery all over them and it would be... it would be a pretty solid takedown. This... it actually has quite a lot of units in these HQs, including a lot of anti-air. Alright, let's see what the AI does. Will it stay and fight, or will it run? Between the rain and mist, it's actually going to be really hard to do much offensively. But this just feeds into the fact, you know, what I was talking about before, which is the AI has got no hope of coming back. Because how are you going to break my heavily entrenched lines with terrible weather? You couldn't do it when it was great weather, you had airstrikes galore to use and pretty heavy artillery support. You'll notice that at the bottom the artillery is no longer firing like crazy, and that's probably because there's no ammunition left. Ah, they're trying to escape. Rut-row. And then the realization comes that there is no there's nowhere to escape to. So the AI is going to have the same problem here. That problem being they can't see. Oof. That was a bad attack. That was a really bad attack. They lost like 10 units and got nothing in return. Oh, it's a breach. As I knew it might be. Aiming for trucks. It is not my trucks that you should fear. You know, it's funny because if all my units just disappeared... Oh wow, look, there's a tank push there. If all my units disappeared, it's questionable whether they would... Wow, they're trading despite the fact that this unit has got very little supply. That's funny. It's very questionable as to whether they would have enough time to take enough points to win. I mean, if all my units disappeared and the AI was smart enough to turn on March mode, it might have the necessary speed to do some damage, or to take towns fast enough to maybe push me out of a major win into a minor one. The enemy has breached the walls! Okay, I've received a Kampfgruppe card. That's good. Of course, the rain means I can't see the guy in the town even though I know he's there. Which is super annoying, but my supply situation has not changed at all. See, this is exactly what I was saying. I have supply coming in via the bottom, and I have supply coming in via the other major road here. So there's... this breach is not necessarily a big deal. Interestingly, the unit retreated, but is not severely damaged. So I'm not sure why it retreated. I guess its morale is low-ish. I don't know. It's a bit of a mystery, that one, actually. Maybe we could put courage on this one too. And then merge these units together. To create an incredibly mechanized unit of doom. Okay, I can't do it that way. Can I do it this way? Okay, so there's a unit here, but I can't do anything about it right now because it's afternoon and it's heavy rain. Might as well be as bad as nighttime. There is nothing I want to do politically, so I'm just going to buy fuel. I wanted to drop artillery all over the enemy here, but this obviously is not going to happen because of the rain. 44. The 44 site is garbage. 45. None of these units are ready for combat. $63. These guys are damageable. Let's use the waffles because I know that hurts. Let's go with these ones. $56, that's okay. Carry on putting the pain on the mega blobs, weakening their capabilities. Okay, let's turn off move mode. Alright. One of Team Orange has arrived. To assist. Now, interestingly, if he just sits there, I will just move this here and move this here and re-plug the hole and just leave him to starve. Because the supply will be awful. And of course, if I move these units back here, the supply will be non-existent because he'll be cut off. And he can just die of no supply. Okay, not bad. Could be better. Nice! That was unexpected. Just go after this guy as well. There's not much of him and he's in a bad position. Actually, I'll just leave it. Okay, pop here. Micro. Provide this guy with the officers that he requires. And then carry on. We cannot reinforce this HQ as it does not have it's Luff, and I don't have a Luff commander. So I will move these two HQs to probably here and start spamming additional forces to just plug this breach. These tanks continue to be very scary. Okay, these tigers are now shattered. I'm gonna pull them out as well and see if I can rest them for a bit. Right, one thing that I should do, I'm sort of going to treat this like a night turn. It may be a good opportunity to rest my characters. I should probably just put these in march mode, it would be quicker. This weird thing is being caused by traffic. I'll remember to put these on march mode when I get the moment. That's a spare HQ. Speaking of which, this spare HQ could probably be used to give officers to units that are actually have subordinates. There's no harm, this is like another thing, there's no harm in skipping a turn. There's like 1 billion anti-tank guns with no transport, so they're going nowhere fast. They might as well just stay behind. There is no harm in skipping a turn and just letting your units supply. Okay, looks like the AI decided to wiggle out of this position, feeling that it was insufferable. And how can you blame them? Okay, looks like there's an enemy there. Nice. That is not loaded. This is. Okay, he just basically got annihilated. These units are reasonably sized, but I could bring them together to make a full-sized unit. Hello boys, welcome to the pain box. Population U. The weather may be bad, but your escape is not happening. Let's go ahead. Wow, they fought to the last man. You know what? Just go for it. Man, they really did. They fought to the absolute bitter end. Okay, he got supplied. That's good. Alright, let's just tidy up my wall. I'm not planning to do much this turn. I'll put the boot in a few places. Wherever it seems obvious that the boot can go in. I'm sort of playing faster and more lazy because it does feel a little bit like the game is over. $165 to get those up there. But once they're up there, they will do great. I should put this up here on the road. Okay, alright, we're out of time. I'm gonna say that that's it for now. I'll just take the opportunity to tidy my wall and move my units north. Just do all the things that I'm supposed to be doing. It looks like the AI here has decided to try and pull back to avoid being caught in a hell sandwich, which you can't really blame the AI for that. That's actually a pretty reasonable move. But of course, the AI is giving up space, and that means that my continued push north will this northern push will just keep going unabated, making it ever more likely that I'm going to get here and cut them off. Is there an enemy there? Nope. Great. Deplete away. I wondered if there was an enemy there or not, so I could just quickly grab the supplies back. I've lost some... I lost some entrenchment doing that, but... ironically, this road no longer matters. The fact that Team Red is here means that this major road is no longer connected to this front. So this major road is now blocked, whether this is here or not. Sadly, I don't have anything to... Holy crap, 500 supply for that now. 500 points. This is no longer connected, so it's dying. If I dumped the trucks, these units would be able to move again, but I don't really care. Okay, alright, I'm gonna stop talking a load of nonsense. That is truly it for now. And next time I'll just carry on pushing my units up. Arranging my wall so it's neat and tidy. Because why not? I don't really feel like it's going to be necessary for anything. We have a massive Churchill push here in the swamp. Now, I don't know if I could realistically do anything to these guys, but what the hell are they going to do to me? Attacking fortified infantry in a swamp tile doesn't seem like a great idea. And this is all cliff. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time.